Oh, we have some. There's nobody here.
How are you, Steve? It's good to see you. Look at all these young people. Hello, Chris. How are you? What's going on, man? Good to see you. I'm 12 years old. It was a walk by. This is an official walk by. He was walking down the sidewalk, and I was about a month ago, 2 weeks ago? What? How long ago?
About a month.
Yeah, walking down the street out in front, and Ginny was here. So I decided to show off for Ginny, so I tackled Chris and interviewed him and drug him in the door by his ear. And it turns out he's a college football player, one of the coolest kids you've ever want to see in your life. Working in a job, went to a little bit of college, did all kinds of stuff. And man, he says, I want to have a better life. So he brought his parents over here, fired them up. And then he brought his brother over here, fired him up. Then they brought their friend over here, fired them up, and he's starting to act like you people. It's just unbelievable. It's magic. So I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes, and while you're talking, I want you to text. And what I want you to do when you're texting right now is text your people that are in Longmont and say, where the hell are you? Okay? And then I want you to text your people that are not in Longmont, that are sitting around eating bonbons at a Starbucks somewhere all over the world, and say, this is awesome. And you're going to say, where are you? And they're going to say, I'm at Starbucks eating a donut. You're going to say, do you have your phone? They're going to say, no. You're going to say, you're a liar because you're reading this text. And then you're going to say, go to TomChenaultZoom.com and watch this training. Because Scott Bardulis and Juliet Bardulis are going to change your life. Does that make sense to you? Make it important right now. You got 5 minutes. Start texting. And all you people out in text land, start texting right now. Or I'm coming to your house. All right? That's what we're doing. And I know I'm going to know if you're doing it or not. If you're going to eat that donut, you can text with one hand. And it should be a gluten-free donut. Yes. Come on up here. Where's my little young leprechaun? Come on up here. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm interviewing the kid. While you guys are texting, because you're too young to have a phone. Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You are a terrible kid. Is he on screen? Is he on screen?
Yes, he's on screen.
Okay, good. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
It's a wide angle.
Because you have me, we have the wide angle lens on. So, yeah. So, what's going on? What's your name?
Casey.
Casey. Okay, so you are a boy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. There's very short-haired girls these days, so I always ask that question. Give me 5. I never want to be politically incorrect. That's just my nature. You love that about me?
Yeah.
Your favorite sport is?
Basketball.
Really? That's plural. Basketball and what?
Archery.
Are you any good?
Yeah. State champion.
You're cute.
No.
Okay, don't piss him off. He could shoot you with an arrow. But you said basketball first. You like basketball better than archery?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you happy about the Nuggets?
Yeah.
You think they're going to win through the first round?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, good. And what are you doing at this meeting? I don't understand why a kid that has all kinds of things going on in his life, archery, basketball, fun, video games, all the stuff that kids do, why are you at this meeting?
I wanted to learn, and I wanted to
See me?
Yeah.
You liar. I put words in your mouth. What else?
I don't know. I just wanted to come and check out and meet all the people and just hang out and learn about. Yeah.
What do you think about your mom doing multi-level marketing? You like it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Does it make her happy? Good for her personality too?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's really good.
Yeah, she is. I love that about her. All right, well, I'm going to give you money for coming up here. So. It's all about, he doesn't even like me. But he knows there's, oh my God, I am so poor. I thought I had a lot of money, and you really lost because I was going to give you all I had. Here's every penny. Here, there's more. This is like the church. When you go to church, the guy that's got $1 million and puts in a $20 bill, and he's all of it in a bag of chips. He thinks he's cool because he puts in a 20. No, give him a poor man like me that gives you every penny out of my pocket every day of the week. Look at that.
Like the widow's mite.
That's exactly, what's it called?
The widow's mite.
Is that somewhat in the Bible or something?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So, all right, we did it. You're out of here. Okay, good. Thank you.
They want to know how old he is, Tom.
Huh?
They want to know how old he is.
He's 4. He is the tallest 4-year-old on the planet.
No, I'm actually 3.
He's not. And as a result of his age, that's why he loves basketball so much.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, are you his archery coach? You love archery away from Nikki? Swear.
Yes.
Did you know Nikki's good at archery?
Yeah, I'm not last.
Come on up here and sit down, Nikki, real quick. So, Nikki, we have.
Wait.
Welcome to multi-level.
Money for me or no?
No, I got money. So you think you're gonna get paid here? If another kid comes, we are dead.
We can take a check.
All right. So this is Nikki Moth, and you are truly an accomplished archer. Tell them how good you are. Stop being so.
I had a great teacher. My dad is an amazing archer. So he taught me everything he knows. I listened, and so I shoot like my dad.
How many state championships do you have?
How many state championships?
Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5 state championships. So all you coffee shop interviewers out there, with all your interviewing with your eyes, did I forget the whole texting deal? Did you guys all do the texting?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to have some phones brought up here in a second. Okay. So the most important part is every one of you. This looks like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. She does not look, or maybe that's creepy. Maybe like, are you a bodybuilder? Yeah, you were that too.
I love weightlifting.
Okay, there we go. That's kind of where I was going when I got into Sports Illustrated. I have no idea. So I apologize for that. But you never had her as an archer. None of you had her as an archer, did you? Didn't know it. No, you didn't think archery when you saw Nikki. You thought bodybuilding or some modeling or something like that. You've got to ask the questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what question? What's the biggest secret about me you think I don't know? What don't you know about me? That's very, very interesting to you. That you don't know.
Why don't you tell me something I don't know about you, Tom?
I grew up on a farm.
I did not know that.
I don't seem like the type that would be milking cows as a young man.
You did, really?
Yes, I had 500 cats. I had 500 cats.
That explains a lot.
Yes.
That explains a lot.
I lived on a dairy farm. We had 500 cats because everybody would get rid of their cats and like just throw them out the door, and then they go to the water, and the water was our farm. So we had 500 cats and 50 dogs. And 4 old maids own this farm, and it's like in the Littleton Museum. And 4 old maids own the farm, and they love the cats, and they also love the cats in the house. And you would go, and it was one of my favorite things. And this is so true. You can almost hate to admit it, because you guys are all going to throw up in your mouth. In 1 second.
No.
You grab a brownie from those 4 old ladies, and they would be hooked together by cat hair. So you get like 3. You'd be 5, 3 brownies for the price of 1 with a little cat hair hook. Yeah, true story, because there were cat hair everywhere in the house. Do you find that fascinating? No? Not true. All right, out of here. Start. Okay, good. Here comes the money. So the more you ask questions. So you guys know I'm an introvert, right? You guys know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I am. Myers-Briggs, go take the test. Fact. I hide. I got here at 9:29 because I'm scared of you people. I didn't want to come in. Out there in the car. Scared to death. Why? Because, so I set situations up where I win, and my introvertness is minimized. By asking questions, I don't have to talk about me. So I have asked a lot of questions so far. I asked you to text all your people. Obviously, what is your name? I didn't even ask your name.
Mine?
Yes.
I'm Casey.
I said Casey earlier. I asked you your name. Remember? You said Casey. How old are you?
I'm 11.
Okay, well, good. I'm very old, and I can't even remember that stuff from 5 minutes ago. So Casey and Nikki, it was completely, I can completely control both of those conversations by questions. And then I finally asked Nikki to ask me a question that I was prepared to answer. But I am telling you, you guys, that's the coffee shop interview, but it's also form, and it's also the secret to success in this business. So before we go, Marianne, you're texting, so you can obviously come up here and write on this board for me.
Okay.
So, are you taking pictures of me? What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of the screen.
Okay, and if the baby
comes, I might have to.
If the baby comes, let's give Marianne a round of applause. When is the due date for the baby?
Today.
Well, if you go into labor, I'm not going to be happy. All right, so anyway.
Be a miracle.
Yeah, it would be a miracle.
Truly a miracle.
Her only and oldest daughter is having a baby, like imminently, so she may split. And actually, the daughter was here all day yesterday, and I was freaked out, wasn't I? Because I just thought any second, well, yeah, I know, but I think any second I'm going to be like the guy, the midwife or something, or the doula, or whatever you call it. You guys are freaked out on the cat story. That would even think. Just imagine me being that guy.
No.
All right, so. All right. So Marianne, what's the biggest secret about you we don't know?
Secrets.
There's that one.
Yeah, that you want these people to know. What about you?
I would say most people don't know that I play hockey.
Good hockey player. A hockey player.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I knew that was going to be your answer.
Did you?
Yes. You know, and I'm astounded, Scott. I mean, look around here. The crowd is young. I mean, we have got a great crowd in here. You guys are so smart. And no offense, Marinko. And so that's right. So here we go. So before we go, and Scott, because I'm trying to give Scott some topics to talk about. I know you guys are stopped. I want you to be 5 stars. But more importantly than a 5-star, I want you to be the rank above you right now. So what is going to break you through to the rank above you right now, other than talking to more people? Talk to more people first and foremost. You have problems with anything in longevity? Talk to more people. You have trouble with my personality? Talk to more people. You have trouble with corporate? Talk to more people. The recipe for solving every problem in network marketing is talk to more people. I don't have time to complain because my pipeline is so full. I don't have time to dwell on any problems. I've got to stay in action. So that's every one of us. Talk to more people. And those of you that are saying, I wish my team would grow, I wish you would grow. So when you start having problems, you go look straight in the mirror, because your problems are a straight reflection of how you're leading and how you're being to your team. That's already a tough thing. So do I have permission to be tough all day long on you guys?
Yes.
Anybody not even you, Casey?
No, I'm good.
All right. That's exciting. Okay, so what do you want to know? What do you want to learn? Anybody got anything off the top of their head you want Scott, Julia, and I to talk about today? Come on. You're all exactly where you are, and you're all headed to the next rank. I don't believe you. How to talk to what?
How to get up in the morning ready to start.
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, how do I do that? I'm 67 years old. I've been doing the Hair on Fire call for 12 years every morning. That's a good question. How do you have that self-starting, getting out of bed, making your why so big that you fire out of bed versus lay there and sleep? Okay, anybody got anything else?
Expanding exactly who it is you talk to, where you go to when you're kind of running out of your friends and your family and stuff. Talking to the person at the grocery store, things like that. I know anything you're in, you can engage in a conversation, but taking those steps forward to actively put another list together of places you can go instead of just waking up, hey, where am I going to go today? Actually having a plan.
You are a very eloquent woman. What is your name?
Thank you, Sandra.
Sandra. Put that down next to that. S-A-N-D-R-A.
Sandra's new CEO.
She's brand new. Give her a round of applause. So how long have you been in this business?
In longevity,
Yes.
This is about, well, actually less than a month. We got our 90 for life. This is my daughter, Ayana.
Oh.
So we started taking everything and got this PTO practice this month. So really been going to a few meetings before though with Scott and Juliet and Vicky and everybody. So
Iona has been hiding behind the woman in front of her. And I did not, Iona, who are you? How old are you?
13.
Get up here. Go give me $5. I need $5. How are you, Iona? You're a little nervous? No? Sit down right there and tell me a story. Where do you go to school?
Bolts.
Huh?
Bolts. Middle school.
Spell it.
B-O-L-T-Z.
Bolts. B-O-L-T-Z. That's a word?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And do you like it? You don't like the school? Are you here? Are you here because you want to be, or because your mom drug you?
Sure.
Okay, good. And did you expect to be on, excuse me, sorry. This is a false tooth, so we have a problem here because I'm like, so all kinds of stuff. More stuff's flying out of my mouth at you than you at me with that sandwich you're eating. So just be prepared. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about you for a second. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to do cosmetology.
You got great skin already. Good. Are you interested in it now? Good. And do you know any cosmetologists?
No.
How'd you choose cosmetology? I can't even spell cosmetology. How'd you even know it existed? Really? And that's what you're going to go toward? And you like sports? Really? And let's see, what else? Do you like money?
Yeah.
Do you? Do you get an allowance?
No.
Your mom just gives you money whenever you want it?
No.
So how does all that occur?
I just find money.
What if I had an idea? Would you like my idea?
Sure.
Okay, so you fall in love with whatever it is your mom's doing, like, no kidding. Like, because we got cosmetology stuff, makeup and things like that. So as you're talking to your kids at school, instead of them going to the Mac store and all that stuff, they go to your mom. And your mom cuts you in on the profits. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be rolling in the dough. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right, love you. Go to work. Pay attention. Here's $5. I had to borrow money. I had to go get a loan. That's unbelievable. Are there eight? Okay, so everybody, that wasn't very nice of you. I told you to text adults to come to this meeting, not kids to come and get $5 from Tom. Any more kids show up, they still get money. And Kayla, you're over 18, you're not getting any money. I can see that in your eyes. Okay. Anybody else think of anything they want to talk about? All right, Jenny.
I want to know how to get someone moved from another MLM to this MLM.
Oh.
Okay, good. That's not good. No. That's really a great question. And yeah, so write that down. How to recruit network marketers. Yeah, we want to phrase it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's an interesting conversation that deserves power. Because people are not joining. Trust me, when you came in, I sat there and I said, you cannot join Young Jen. I said that straight to your face, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I did. Because she was falling in love with us instead of it. And the key to this business is to have people fall in love with us. When you are sitting across the table right now in Youngevity, I think they have 1 million distributors in the computer, right? So hypothetically, you're competing against 1 million Youngevity distributors. Also, you are competing with all the other multi-level marketing companies out there. So what sets you apart from the 999,999 other Youngevity distributors and all the other network marketing companies out there? Because those people have to literally join you first. They're going to join you, and then they're going to find out about Youngevity and the power of Youngevity and why it's so great. But the initial conversation has nothing to do with that. They are buying you hook, line, and sinker, and Scott will get into that. How about you, my dear friend Joshua?
How to become a better leader for your team.
That's a great point. Good. How to become a better leader. Are you putting names next to all these questions?
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
You want me to?
Audience wants to have somebody show how to be a 1-star because that's like the main range.
Well, good. Yeah, we're going to talk about, that's a great point. I have no idea what Scott's going to talk about, but I'm going to train you on something called the brick rank, and then I'm going to train you on how to get to 1-star, and I'm going to have you not be settled with any rank you are. Everything is about raising your rank, raising your volume, your business volume, not QV. I don't do smoke and mirrors. I do BV because that's where you're getting paid. I want you to have the car bonus. I want you to walk through the brick rank, which is obviously you're a CEO. Then you go sales associate. Then you go senior associate, which is the brick rank. Then you go 1-star and above. And we'll get to that. I promise you. Brilliant question. Anybody else? Good thought. What?
How to answer the question and what to say when people ask you, what do you do?
Great question. Okay, good.
Can I get one more?
Yeah, you can have all you want. We can have 20 more.
Can we know at least one book you and Scott have read to help you grow your network?
Books?
Yeah. Books.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what we'll tell you what's our most important book. And then we'll show you what we're reading right now, because it's going to blow your mind. Because I read constantly. I listen to books and read constantly. So that wall over there behind you, I've read every book on that wall.
That's beautiful.
I know. And I don't look smart, because you don't want to. Swear to God, true. Thank you very much. So yeah, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to be sneaky smart.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try to teach you. But I would read what I read. What? Anybody else?
Invitation. How to invite people.
Invitation is the best. Scott's got that down, dialed down, better doctorate. All right, Sandra, I remembered your name.
Yes.
Give me 5.
One last question. So in relation to your conversation with my daughter, she'll be 14 soon. I
Yes,
started actually working KFC first job when I was 15.
right.
I wish that I would have had a different opportunity with business and going through high school and actually preparing for college. Can you speak to a little bit more about the opportunities that she will have that I can help as I'm growing, her to grow, kind of what that age range is,
No question.
for being able to actually do it, and then as she goes into college, having a substantial foundation.
Alvin and all those kids they are getting nickels and dimes.
Yep.
And eating ramen noodles. Courtney and Adrian, both my kids, both had trailing $1,000.
Why do you need 90 for life or even
Yeah, amen. So yeah, you were 100% right. Scott's going to cover it because he's got young kids. My kids are older than you are, so I want to make sure it's relevant right now. So that's beautiful. All right. Anybody else? All right. You've given us food for thought, and I am going to listen while Scott Barduas leads it. Yes.
They want to know.
Why do these people on the Zoom want to have so many questions?
Because we invited them by text.
Oh, we invited them. All right.
How to hold weekly meetings when you're miles and miles from
Sandra?
trainings.
You got it. Okay, good. That's so great. So everybody says, gosh, I wish I lived in Loveland because longevity is so strong in Loveland. I wish I lived in California because longevity is so strong in Southern California. Longevity is not strong in Southern California. Longevity is not strong in Loveland. It isn't true. Longevity is strong where Scott Bardulas is. Longevity is strong where the leaders are. And you've got to be that leader and start it with 2 and turn it into 200. So that's a great point. And we're going to take that on. So
What was the question?
I don't know.
Oh.
So,
I only have room for one.
How to hold weekly meetings when you're miles and miles from.
we've got,
Oh, okay.
and we're going to use this wall. We got 35 feet of whiteboard wall for you. So we're going to take you from birth to death today. Okay. Last piece of homework while Scott's coming up. I want you to text me, not you in the crowd, because I know all of you. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I want anybody who's never texted me their name and their picture. So I want your name. I want your name if you're watching this. And I want your picture. A selfie. I don't want to see you in the 7th grade. I don't want your Facebook picture. I want you at your completely pimple-faced, hair in curlers, Lanny Sharp picture right now as you're watching this and text it to me. Put my phone number in there, 720-840-7222. 720-840-7222. Because if you're wild enough to be watching this on a Saturday morning when you can be doing anything on the planet, if you're that person, I want to know you. I want to help you. I want to train you. That's my job. This is what I do. And I'm in. So you'll be in my database. It will come in. You're going to see me in a year. You're going to say, hi, Tom. I'm going to say, I remember you because I'm going to put you in my database. And what I'm going to say is that you were on the Zoom today. I'm going to remind you of how we met because all we want to be is remembered in life. So story about Scott Bardulas, you all know. I walked into a coffee shop here in Longmont, 4th and Main, on a very, very busy day in that coffee shop. I'm standing in line waiting for my coffee. And come across the room comes Scott Bardulas, sticks his hand out and says, I'm Scott Bardulas. We fell in love that day. He had medical issues going on. Love. Fell in love. So he had medical issues. He had some money issues. I listened to his medical issues. I listened to his money issues. And I looked at what inside of longevity could solve those problems. I said, I want to be your friend. I want to build a business with you. I want to partner with you. Who's that from? Okay. I want to partner with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I said, this is getting a little creepy, Scott. And he said, yeah, there you had a wedding band on. So now I wear 2 wedding bands. My wedding band used to be quite thin. It was one of those little cheap ones because I'm cheap. And I had to get this very thick one. And now it's on the inside of it says Denise, July 1st, 1999. And it's also said Scott and Juliet because I married them too. It's unbelievable because that's what you have to do in this business. And you have to, those 9 people that you bring in when you are making at the top of this business, those 9 people, man, you're married to them. You're married to them for life. In sickness and in health. Does that make sense? Till death do us part. I'm partners with Scott and Juliet and their 3 kids forever. My eyes are popping open at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about their problems. That's what I do. That's how you have to be in this business. You have to believe it like that. And you have to be willing to do anything. And you have to be willing to let them be bigger than you are in network marketing. Scott Bardulis is a better network marketer than me. So is Juliet. I love that about them. Richard Brooks writing a book right now. The heroes of network marketing. He just interviewed Scott and Juliet. The next 4-year career, which is like one of the tomes of network marketing. I would tell you to read that. We've got a copy of it here, but I want you to wait for the next one from Scott. I will. Is it out yet? Is the book out yet? Yeah, good. Do we have any here to sell? If we have one, we'll buy it. So anyway, you have it right here. This book is astounding. Fardulis is highlighted in this book. Round of applause. Woo! I love the testimonials. What a great book for the network marketing professional. Takes experience, wisdom, and a successful track record. Oh, not really a sentence there. Writing a great book for the network marketing professionals take experience, wisdom, and a successful track record. Richard Brooks has taken those credentials and combined the why with the way. No other book out there has been able to do that. I strongly suggest that you use this textbook as a must-read, not only for yourself, but for your team. That is profound words. And the reason I read that testimonial, there were 2 reasons for it, but the one reason I read it is because this Richard Brooks, this book is for business people trying to figure out if this business is better than their life in the cubicle. And the life in the cubicle, they don't even call cubicles cubicles anymore. Did you guys know that? I was talking to a guy in the cubicle. I went to his office. I'm talking to him about the cubicle. And cubicle is kind of a fun word to say. Say it a couple times. Cubicle, cubicle, cubicle. It's fun. But they don't say it anymore. Now it's a workspace because that's more official. Mm-hmm. And they work in the workspace. And the boss is even in the workspace. And they don't even get to sit in the office anymore and do all the jazz in the office. No one's got offices. They all have these glass walls so they can keep an eye on you at all times. This is better than that. You get to do this wherever you want. Sandra, you talked about where can I go in life to find leads? Not in the cubicle. You get to go out in the world and find people. And this business goes where you go. You just have to have the discipline to go to it. Bardulis is absolutely, and if you buy this book, we don't have any here. He'll sign it for you, the whole shot. Juliet, you're in it. Aren't you in this thing too, Juliet? Mi amigo. So anyway, that's exciting. So here we go with that. I'm bringing up the one and only Scott Bardulis.